What's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to prospect during the holidays. Welcome back to my channel. My name is AJ Mida, and I'm about to share with you how to crush your prospecting during the holidays. We have Thanksgiving coming up this week. We have Christmas not too far after that, New Year's. Let me tell you, this applies to any holiday. Could be 4th of July, Easter, it really doesn't matter. So I want you to use these strategies regardless of what holiday it is. You see, right now you have a competitive advantage because every other agent out there right now is taking it easy. This week's Thanksgiving, Christmas is around the corner. No sellers want to sell during the holidays, right? They got their Christmas tree up. They're just, they're ready for the holidays. They're not gonna list their house. They're not gonna allow showings, right? Would you believe me, in my first year selling real estate in 2013, that the week before I traveled back to Michigan, because I was selling in North Carolina, that I took 4 listings that week alone, literally the week of Christmas. Now, how did I do that when every other agent in my market was taking it easy? I mean, I remember going to the office back then and seriously, no agents were there. Everyone literally checked out during the holidays. It was because I stayed focused and because I knew what I was looking for. Motivated sellers. Who sells their house during the holidays? Who lists their house during the holidays? Well, motivated sellers do, and that's who you should be looking for anyways. So when you're prospecting, be thinking, I want to be looking for somebody who's ready to list today, who's motivated to sell their house, who's ready to list it at a price that will cause it to sell. We're heading right now into a shifting market. This is going to be more important than ever. So whether it be expired listings, for sale by owners, circle prospecting, this can even work for buyer leads, because the reality is there's also motivated buyers. Someone that needs to buy a house before the end of the year because of tax reasons. Somebody who just got relocated because of their job and it starts January 1st. They need to buy a house in December, right? So there's both motivated sellers and buyers, but I like to focus on sellers, focus on listings, because that's where the leverage is. So that's where this video is really going to focus. It's amazing. Right now, if you're consistently prospecting, you're probably feeling it. Like, there's less competition out there. Sellers are a little less frustrated. It's not like, oh, you're the 20th person that called me today. It's like, you might be the only one. So just stick to your daily habits. If you don't have any, or if you have bad daily habits, don't stick to those. You got to improve your habits, right? I'll tell you what some good ones are. Prospecting 3 hours daily, making 30 contacts daily, having role play partners that are willing to show up with you on a daily basis, 15 minutes before your prospecting session, 30 minutes before your prospecting session if you're really trying to learn your scripts. Do objection handlers together so you're practicing. You're going right into a 3-hour time block of prospecting. Right after that, you might be reviewing what appointments are in the afternoon or the next day and preparing for those appointments. And then if you don't have any appointments in the afternoon, what else are you gonna do? Go on Facebook? Go on Instagram? No, you're going to prospect more. You're going to lead generate more. This is what top agents do. They're always looking for the next appointment. Of course, a lot of sellers right now are not going to sell their house, so you're still going to be creating a lot of nurtures, what I call your nurture farm, but that's okay. You still want to be building your pipeline, but there is now business. So if somebody's like, hey, you know what, we just decorated for Christmas, we got family coming over for Christmas, and we're just gonna wait until probably mid-January once the holidays pass us and then put our house back on the market. That's more of a condition than an objection. That's just the reality with what they wanna do with their house during the holidays. So rather than trying to convince them for an appointment now, just say, hey, totally get it, I appreciate that, but let me ask you, when you do go decide to list your house in mid-January, do you have an agent that you're obligated to, or would you be open to interviewing me for the job of selling your home? Boom, that's a nurture. Okay, then you put them through your nurture sequence, and I have a free course in the description that you can check out that talks a little bit more about what it looks like to develop a nurture farm, what scripts to use, how to follow up, things like that. The people that are going to sell their house right now are going to be absentee owners, people who already moved. The house is vacant. I mean, go on the MLS right now and just literally click through all the listings in your local market. You're gonna find a certain percentage of them are vacant. Those are motivated sellers. If that expired today, they're trying to sell it tomorrow. They're not keeping it off the market for the holidays. Why is it vacant? Well, a tenant might have just moved out. They might have just relocated for work. They might have moved into a new house before they sold their first one because they had the money to do so, and it makes it a much better experience when you can move out of your house before listing it. So there's a lot of reasons it could be vacant. Those are always motivated sellers. They always want to get the house sold as soon as possible. Now, we're not talking motivated like they got dropped their price. We're just talking about motivated. They want to sell it now at market value. Other motivated sellers could just be, hey, they lost their job, they got laid off. Things like this happen all the time, and it creates motivation. And unfortunately, the holidays don't accommodate life things happening to families. Someone could have passed away, and now the heirs of the property or the children are trying to sell the property. So there's so many reasons of why someone might sell right now. So more than anything, I want this to encourage you. If you've been prospecting all year and you're thinking you're just gonna take it easy, I hope this encourages you and re-inspires you to double down on your efforts, because this is the one time a year. I don't want to say one time a year because it does apply to the other holidays, but we just got boom Halloween, boom Thanksgiving, boom Christmas, boom New Year's. So it's really just the perfect storm of agents taking off 3 months in a row pretty much, where there's no competition, so you can get your unfair share of the market. But really other holidays this applies to, and really any time of year when you double down and you focus and you practice your skills and you have this mindset, you're going to do better. But more than anything, I just want you to be encouraged that right now is a great time. I mean, my first year, I told you I took 4 listings before I went back to Michigan for Christmas. I'll tell you what, I was a new agent. I was 26. At the time I had sold 6 houses, because my first year I sold 6 houses, and I didn't really list that many houses, although going into the next year I did have 20 listings. So that second half of the year I really ramped up my listing skills and all that, but I was still learning. I still, I sucked. Don't tell my clients at the time, but I was just learning, and you gotta suck before you get good in anything. I mean, right now I'm taking golf lessons, and I had a kiteboarding lesson yesterday, and I hired a personal trainer because I'm taking my fitness more serious again, and I also got a body trainer with TB12. That's Tom Brady's training company. So I'm working on mobility, I'm working on flexibility, I'm working on just athletic movements, I'm working on strength and conditioning with my other trainer. Kiteboarding and golf, those things are new to me. I've done a little bit in the past, taken some lessons in the past, but I'm not good. I suck, and it's a little discouraging when you suck, to be honest. And right now, listening to this, if you're still listening this far in the video, you probably kind of suck at prospecting right now. Good news, there's one way up from suck, and that is get good. I just want to, more than anything, remind you that you got to push through, you got to persevere. The Navy SEALs say it best: embrace the suck. So top takeaways: practice good habits, practice your skills in the morning, generate leads, so prospect 3 hours a day. Think about, hey, now business today, set an appointment every day. If they're not ready to set an appointment on that first call, be okay to put them in a nurture sequence, but always remember, who's motivated? Be thinking, who's motivated? When that person answers and you're using something like RedX and you can read the description, the agent remarks, and it says, home is vacant, be sure to lock doors. Right away I'm thinking, okay, if this person picks up, I'm really going to make sure I do my best to get the appointment now because the home's vacant. So those are some ways you can use the data that a company like RedX provides. And if you want to sign up for RedX, there's a link in the description, $149 off. That's really cool too. That's my Black Friday good news for you. If you stayed with me this long, put in the comments that you were there for the end. Just do #end. Give me a like if you actually like the video. That's how I know you like this type of content. And if you have any questions, feel free to also put those in the comments on Instagram. You can shoot me a DM, whatever. So happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy 4th of July, Happy Easter, Happy Labor Day, Happy Memorial Day, whatever holiday you might be celebrating when you're watching this. Just know now's a good time to double down.